This video is titled Gutabaza, and what that means in Kinyarwanda, the language in Rwanda, is help or helpers, or we are asking for help, or SOS. The reason why we're putting out this video is we want to reach out to our fellow Africans, people around our country of Rwanda, our neighbors, and anyone else who is interested in justice, in the rule of law, interested in peace, interested in people living without fear for their lives, interested in the idea that people can have freedom of speech, the idea that people can live in a country where the government serves them and does not terrorize them. These are the people that we're reaching out to. And we believe that most of you, our brothers and sisters around Africa and all over the world, we share the same ideals and the same hope that we have as Rwandans. A young man has just been murdered. His name is Kizito Mihigo. He was a gospel singer. His crime, he wrote a song that the government did not like. The government in Rwanda that has been in power for the last 26 years, led by the same man, President Paul Kagame, who is the president of Rwanda today, does not tolerate any dissent or any voice from anybody that does not agree with what they're doing. Now, we have a history in our country that most of you know about, where so many people died, innocent lives were taken. We have a genocide that was perpetrated against the Tutsi people of Rwanda, and we have a government in power now that perpetrated a genocide against the Hutu people of Rwanda and in the Congo. This young man, Kizito Mihigo, was a Tutsi genocide survivor. He lost a lot of his family in the genocide, and he was a victim. But he also understood that there are many people who are not Tutsis who are killed by the government and by other forces, and they are victims too. So he wrote a song because this is what he does. He's an artist, and he shares his message and his thoughts through song, and the song said that death is death. He was insinuating that it doesn't matter if you are Hutu or Tutsi. If you died, you are a victim. And the song was calling upon the people of Rwanda to have sympathy and understanding for all victims who passed away, not only Tutsis, not only Hutus, but all Rwandans. Now, this goes against the message that the government of Rwanda has been trying to put out for 25 years. You may ask yourself, why would a government try to deny the deaths of its own people? The reason is simple. The very government in power today, the very president in power today, and the people who are around him, his advisors, many of the military generals, and others around him, were directly responsible for the massacres and the deaths of these Rwandans. According to the United Nations' own report on the Congo, millions of people died as a result of the regime in Rwanda today. So what are we asking from you, our fellow Africans? We have a president in Rwanda, Mr. Paul Kagame, who is not concerned whatsoever with what Rwandans think. That's not his concern, because he has oppressed them and Rwandans have no voice. We have seen what happens to people who raise up in Rwanda and try to speak about the things that are happening in Rwanda. They are killed, they are disappeared, they are terrorized, their families are killed, their families are tortured. So it is something that is inconceivable for most Rwandans to speak out against the regime. Newspapers have been shut down, journalists have been killed, even foreign news organizations, for example the BBC, have been banned from Rwanda for putting out information contrary to what the government wants. And so Rwandans are not an issue for the president. The opposition is not really an issue for the president because he's made enough examples of them to keep them quiet. But what he is concerned with is his image outside the borders of Rwanda. The president is obsessed with other Africans singing his praises, making comparisons to their own leaders, and saying, look at the miracle that Kagame has managed to do in Rwanda. But this is a lie. There is no miracle in Rwanda. One of the things that you will hear from people who go to Rwanda is they say that the streets are clean, that the economy is booming, but this is all a farce. Rwanda is a country led under the spirit of fear. And this fear is the greatest currency that Kagame and his regime hold. This is a man leading a regime that is murderous, that has no regard for human life, that has no regard for the idea that people are allowed to live in peace and exercise their human rights, exercise their freedoms to speech, to worship, to gathering together and associating with one another. This is a president leading a regime that is running this country into an abyss. This young man, Kizito Mihigo, this young gospel singer, his body was found in a police cell in Kigali, the capital of Rwanda. The police are claiming that he committed suicide, but we don't believe that. A question you may be asking yourself is, so what do you want us to do about this? Our appeal to you, our brothers and sisters, is to do a number of things. One is to disregard the lies that you've heard about Kagame, about his regime in Rwanda, and do some research, some critical research, and see what's really happening in the country. Another thing you can do is share this video and share other information like this. Tell your friends and let us get this word out and let people know how evil this regime is and how evil this president is. Let him not continue to enjoy favor based on the lies that he has propagated around Africa and around the world, where people see him as a savior, where people see him as a good leader, when the reality is that he is the murderous, tyrannical dictator that is oppressing the people of Rwanda and of the region around. Another thing you can do, if you're a man or woman of faith, you can pray for our country, because the evil that is taking place in our country is one that will affect generations and will not only be contained within the borders of Rwanda, but will surely spill out. We have already seen the effect of instability and war in our country and other countries, that this becomes not only the problem of the country, but it becomes the problem of the neighbors by creating refugees and instability, which is a problem for all of us as human beings to deal with. The other thing you can do, click on the link on the bottom of this video. There is a link to the song that this young man made. Listen to the song. It is in a language that you don't understand, but just know that this young man is speaking about peace, reconciliation. He's speaking about human sanctity. He's speaking about the fact that victims are victims regardless of their tribe, regardless of who they are. The numbers will spike up for this video, and Paul Kagame and his regime in Rwanda will know that even though they've killed this innocent young man, even though they thought they were making an example of him, but his voice will live on forever. His voice will not be silenced, and the message that his song carries is one that is embraced by all good-hearted humans, people who carry the same ideals as he does, people who are against murderous, tyrannical dictators like the one that we have in Rwanda in the name Paul Kagame and the regime that he leads, the RPF regime, that is one of the most evil regimes that we have seen on the continent of Africa.